Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It's literally been so long since I've posted something and I realized how much I miss it and how much reflecting and vlogging just helps me and is very therapeutic for me, like I've said before. So I miss it, and I've definitely noticed a big difference in my life after I stopped. Let's not do that. Okay. Yeah, I've just noticed that it not making videos has had a negative effect on my life. And I just haven't been reflecting as much, and that's really important for me. So I thought I would begin again. Hello, I am 22 years old now. It's crazy. Not much has happened, I don't think, in the last couple of months. I have started working at Anor, alhamdulillah, as a preschool teacher. I am Miss Sophia now, and gotta sip my lemonade. I'm Miss Sophia now. Crazy, but alhamdulillah, very grateful for that. And yeah, it took a lot of, I think, uncomfortable situations that have made me realize why I'm here in Knoxville to begin with. There was, I don't remember if I posted this video, I probably didn't, but basically, I mean, a number of things were happening, but this woman that I worked with at work just completely lashed out on me, and it was just a really embarrassing situation. And I was definitely at fault in a lot of ways, but she didn't have to react that way. I didn't appreciate the way that she spoke to me. Anyways, that just kind of triggered me to question my position there and really think about my purpose and what I'm doing, and it was definitely a wake-up call for me in many different ways. So yeah, that made me just think about all of this. And yeah, alhamdulillah, with all of that, I ended up at Anor. My head's kind of scattered, so I'm not making much sense. But yeah, basically, I changed jobs, and now I'm working at Anor, and I'm really happy, alhamdulillah. I am trying to figure out what I want to do in my life. And honestly, I know I have a good idea of what I want my future to look like and what I would like to study. One thing that I think I've kind of solidified in my head today, earlier in therapy, is that I want to wait before I go back and get a master's. I want to have more work experience, more life experience before making a commitment like that. Like, master's is not undergrad. You really have to know I really have to know what I'm trying to do before I commit to a program. And although I know there's still so many things I'm passionate about, and I want to be 100% sure, and to be quite honest, I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, I won't share my future plans in this video. Inshallah I will in another one, but that is one thing that I've kind of, I've decided on, and inshallah it'll be for the best. I know that not everybody's going to be happy with that decision, but I'm happy with it. And I think that as much as I think this past year of 2020, there's been a lot of pushback, and maybe from outside sources, maybe not from outside sources, and most of it was for myself, but I just felt like there was a lot of pushback on the decisions that I've been making for my life. And I've been feeling really stupid and really silly for moving, for getting a job that, is not exactly, what a lot of people would call, I don't even know what the word is. I don't want to say successful, but stable? I don't even know what the word is, but unfortunately, what is the word for that? Honorable? I don't even know what the word is. Basically, to a lot of people, working at a school as a preschool teacher is not really something that they consider a big deal. or yeah, it's not something that's, I guess, honorable. I don't know. So there's been a lot of pushback on the decisions that I've made and the path that I've chosen for myself. And a lot of it is coming from myself and my perception of what the people around me think. But I know what I'm doing. And alhamdulillah, I'm really thankful to Allah for bringing me to Knoxville and for giving me this career and for allowing me to be a part of a community and to be a part of something that's so good and so big. Like, who am I to be a part of like something so genuine, to be a part of a community whose goal is to be prophetic, to be a part of a school that's, you know, on the rise to become a really, really wonderful place, and is already a really wonderful place. But there's so many bright and wonderful souls in this community and in the school, and I just feel honored to be among that. I don't think that I'm there at all. I don't think I'm worthy, but Allah has put me there, and I'm so grateful. And unfortunately, not everybody in my life sees it that way. And for a lot of people, it's kind of like they're treating it like it's temporary, like it's not something honorable, it's not something that I can make a life out of. And I just don't agree. I like the decisions that I've made. I don't think that this is my playtime. This isn't my gap year or my break. This is it. This is my life. I'm not taking a break from life. I'm living my life. I'm not letting life wait around for me. To me, I believe that this is the path that Allah has put me on, and I'm continuing. I'm not taking a break from anything. This is it. And I'm really grateful where I am, and I don't think that I'll be able to live every day and truly, truly appreciate what Allah has given to me and live in the moment if I don't stop questioning myself, and I don't stop like taking on other people's opinions and valuing it so much. Like, one little tiny comment just makes me go insane, and I don't like that. And I guess I have to be more, adamant about things, and I have to be really confident in the way that I'm living my life, and maybe that will force people to take me seriously. But that's the thing. I just don't think people are taking me seriously. And I'm being very vague here because I don't want to throw anybody under the bus or, talk bad about people. I don't think that the people that are quote-unquote criticizing me are bad people. I don't think that they want bad for me. I just think they have a different outlook on life. Alhamdulillah, I'm happy where I am, and I think this is really good for me, and it's giving me a lot of experience. It's making me a better person. Being a teacher is hard. It's really hard work, and I've only been teaching for a month, but I realize that I have a lot to learn and so much improving to do, and I'm constantly learning, and and I have a lot. There's a lot of improvement to do, not just as a teacher, but as a person. The reason I wanted to move to Knoxville is because I thought it would be better for my spirituality. But am I really working on my spirituality? Am I really giving myself that time that I need? And the answer is no, unfortunately. But when I look at the big picture, we all have ups and downs in our spirituality, and that's just a given. And I think I've become more okay with the downs than I was before. But when I look at when I've fallen now, it's definitely a lot better than a fall that I had previously. So even though it feels really low and I feel like I'm not doing anything and I feel like, I'm being such a bad Muslim, when I take a look at the big picture, it's like, wait, okay, I fell, and, this was totally a dip in my spirituality, but if I look at where I am in this dip, it's this fall in my spirituality would be considered a high a couple of years ago. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically there's progress. Even if there's a little bit of progress, even if it feels I still have that same feeling of, oh my God, I totally messed up. it's still, if I look at it, if I just write it down and I'm looking at it and I'm not trying to apply any emotions to it, I can see that there has been progress. So, yeah, alhamdulillah for all of that. I think this has been a year of a lot of reflection, a year of a lot of learning, a year of, broken hearts and mended hearts, a year of abstinence in a lot of different things, a year of change, a year of just hit like a pause button. And there's a lot of things in New York that take me away from my faith and that break my iman. It's not just one thing, it's so many different things. And I think that a lot of people can make that argument for a big city. Like, it's not the best place to be spirituality. It's like the center of capitalism and consumer culture, and it's really hard to live and breathe and just, there's just an absence of faith there. And I would argue that has a lot to do with the fact that we're around buildings and not nature and Allah's creation. We're around humans and human creation, and we're fallible and we're terrible and we're horrible and disgusting and not the best. But when you go to the countryside, you're around a lot of Allah's creation and trees and grass and mountains and the open sky, and it's just really beautiful, and I think that helps my spirituality a lot. I want to make a home out of this. I know that my family is in New York, and that's great, and I love them, and New York will always be home, but I just don't think it's the place for me to be. Yeah, all of those things. And I sometimes like discredit my progress because I'm like, the only reason I'm doing this is because I'm in Knoxville. If I was really in New York, then it would be totally different. Or the reason things are so easy is because I'm here. But who made the decision to be here? Of course, Allah aided me in everything that I did, but I am here. I am living in Knoxville. I made the decision to come here. That was the thought that I came across. And I made that decision knowing that being here would be better for me spiritually, and would keep me away from a lot of things that are detrimental to my faith, spirituality, mental health, progress. I knew that, and I consciously made the decision to come here. So I can't, I keep saying oh, it doesn't really count because I'm in Knoxville and things are easier in Knoxville, but I brought myself here because I knew that I would be a better person here. So I guess that is progress, because I was, I knew myself enough to make that change, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I don't know if any of that made sense. It definitely helps me to reflect and think back, like I said 1,000 times. My hands are freezing because I'm in the park, and even though it's warmer than other days, it's not warm, and people here are walking around, so there's body heat. I'm sitting and reading, and I will be talking about this book in one of my videos, inshallah, because I have a lot to say, a lot of thoughts. But yeah, so I think that's enough of the life updates. I hope you enjoyed this video. You'll be seeing me more often, inshallah. But bye, folks.